argument with an AusPost worker, so I want you to let me know whether I am in the right or in the wrong. So I went into the post office and I had a return slip to send back a top to a business. And I said to the lady, I need to get a satchel as well to pop it in. So she said, yep, no problem. Go to the front of the store and on the shelf, just get one of the white satchels. So I'm like, yep, cool. So I walk down, grab there was an open packet. I grab the satchel and I take it down. She puts the top in, prints off all the stickers, puts all the stickers on. She then goes, oh, sorry, do you mind going down to the front to get me another satchel because I've covered up the barcode and I need to scan it in order for you to pay for it? I'm like, yep, sure, no problem. I walk down, grab another one, go back down and give her the satchel. And she's going like this, really confused, and she looks on the computer and she's gone, oh, sorry, these are sold in a pack of 10. And I said, well, the packet was completely opened. And I said, there's probably only 3 left on the shelf. And I said, and it says $3.50 each when you go up and have a look. She's like, oh, well, someone's opened it by mistake. They shouldn't have, and you need to pay for the 10. I said, I'm not paying for 10 satchels. I only need 1. And she's gone, well, I've already put the stickers on this one. So, like, you need to pay. I have to charge you for the 10. I said, I'm not paying for 10 satchels for an error that's happened in your store. Like I said, I don't think that's fair. I said, I'll give you the $3.50. She's like, but I can't split it on the system or put it through as that. I need to charge you for the 10. You can't leave until you pay for 10 satchels. I said, I'm not paying for 10 satchels because you're only paying for the satchel. You're not paying for the postage. But I'm like, that's a lot of money. I'm not paying for your mistake that's happened in your store. Like, I don't think that's fair. Anyway, we went back and forth and she's like, you need to pay for it, blah, blah, blah. And she was getting heated. I said, I'm not paying for it. I said, I'll give you the $3.50. I said, so you can charge my card or I'm not paying for it at all. I said, I'm not paying for 10 satchels for an error that's happened that I haven't created, that's happened under your watch in your store by some other customer that's done the wrong thing. I said, it says nowhere on that shelf that they are sold in a pack of 10. So how are people to know? So she gets boss lady over. Boss lady comes over and she's like, yeah, they are sold in a pack of 10. And I've gone, well, it was open on the shelf. And I said, it says nowhere on there. She's gone, yeah, our staff are meant to put stickers on it, but they're too lazy to say sold in a pack of 10, so people don't open them. So they need to be sold in a pack of 10. We have to charge you. And I said, I'm not paying for it. And I said, that is an issue internally that you've got, that your staff have not labelled it correctly. That's a store error. I said, I'm not paying for it. I said, I'll give you the $3.50, but I'm not paying for the 10. And she's like, oh, well, you know what? Just don't worry about it then. We just won't charge you anything. I said, okay, that's fine. And then she had the nerve, boss lady, to say to me, oh, by the way, on your way out, can you go grab all the satchels that are on that shelf so no one opens anymore? After you've been arguing with me, trying to charge me for all of these satchels for an error that I didn't do, some other customer did, and you haven't labelled correctly,